is Talking to My Thoughts.
You feel like you need to at least put on that kind of costume or that facade to feel like you're a part of that. You want to reap the benefits of those people's success as well. You see people around you, whether it's your friends, your family, people that you look up to, and you think, I want to be like that. So the only way I can kind of seem like I'm like that is by looking like them. Whether it's, again, the materialistic things, the clothes, the cars. You're in video, obviously back in the day we didn't really have too much of the social media videos and stuff, but people are throwing money around and acting like you've got everything but you don't. And then for me it was, I didn't get deep into it. I wasn't that bad. I've never been one to be quite materialistic anyway, but it's just that I got to a stage in my life where I just thought to myself, especially when obviously I started having a family and I was looking at my finances and stuff, I'm like, where is the priority? What do I need to be focused on? Do I need to be spending my money on things that are making me look good? Or like, where's the benefit in that? Like, okay, it's more of a superficial thing because it's making me maybe feel a little bit better, but in reality, is it really do anything to benefit me?
You said there's a case where you keep saying fake it until you make it, and then you stopped faking it, so you start living it within your means. Do you actually believe, or do you see yourself making it? What is making it for you?
100%. No, I think for me, making it, obviously when we're looking at finances, again, it's financial freedom, essentially. I always think that there's more to it because people have done it, so why can't you? And that's how I see it. People have done it, so why can't you? What is stopping you? What's the difference between you and them? I guess it's work ethic. It's about putting in the effort. It's about putting in the work. And I believe that if I put in the work, I can achieve it just like anybody else can. So that's where I feel that I'm not necessarily in that broke mindset. I'm more so focusing on striving to be financially free, like I'm hoping everybody else is.
The broke mentality. Can you fake it until you make it? See, what I found in life is a lot of people want progress. They strive for success. But sometimes in the pursuit of success, we've created this balance of judgment to some who are truly successful, some who are pretending to be successful. And this idea of fake it till you make it has been stigmatized. And really, I have no idea why. And I'm going to unpack that. See, what I found was in the pursuit of your goal, okay, when you've not yet achieved the goal that you set out for your life, your vision, your family, what does that make you until you achieve it? Are you a fraud? Or are you a true hero of faith, believing that greater things are possible? See, I found that everything that we believe in life is either true or false. There's no middle ground. Something is true or it's false. And it's up to us and our understanding of life to interpret the events that we see. See, it's not what you see. It's not what happens in life. It's what you see and how you interpret it. The same rain falls on us all. Some people are happy and grateful, and some people are running for the hills. I say that to say this: we interpret our life and we give the meaning to the item. So therefore, if we're on the way to progress, or if we're on the way to success, then I truly believe that you're not deceiving anyone. If you believe it's done, if you believe it's yours, then it's yours for the taking. And you have the chance to create whatever you want in life. So why am I faking it on the pursuit to something that I've already created in my mind? I believe that fake it till you make it is borrowed from the idea that you just have to make it before you can actually create it in the actual reality of your life. So hopefully that helps a little bit. Right now, I believe all things are possible. There are no limits. And just choose to believe whatever you want to believe. And I promise you, in good time, everything that you hold to, everything that you identify with will become true if you hold it long enough. So can you fake it till you make it? Potentially.
There is technically being broke, and then there is mentally being broke, so the broke mentality. Now, technically being broke is where, let's say for example, you have less than £200 in your account. like, so we can actually objectively look at it and say, look, financially you are broke. There are some people, for example, where they'll have, for example, 2,000 or 5,000 pounds in their account, but you still hear them say, I don't have the money for XYZ. So they still feel like they don't have enough, even when they have enough. Today there will be millionaires that feel like, I don't have enough, I need more. So you can look at your bank account and there isn't much there, but then you have assets. So this is where there is the difference between being broke and being poor. Is different. Being rich and being wealthy is also two different things. So you can find that someone can be wealthy, but they are broke.
Do you think that we play victim too much as a culture, as a society, as people? We're talking about us as black men as well. When we're growing up, do we think that we play too much of a victim to circumstance and say, look, we're broke, we're living in a council estate, no one's helping us, the government isn't giving us money, and that's what fuels us to stay in that cycle of being in that broke mentality? What do you guys think about that?
Guaranteed, that is the whole mindset right there. The victim mentality is everything, because I can, like, some people obviously they are born into a household which is quite broke, you know. But actually, my parents were broke. Like, they were in Whitechapel, they were reusing nappies. That's how they kicked off. They started, but they knew what they wanted. They knew what they wanted, and then it passed on to me. Now, how it passed on to me, before I even got into finance, because I didn't actually start working until when I was 21, but they were already putting a lot of things into me about how to manage money. And they weren't rich people, but they knew how to manage their money to make it seem like they got what they want. Now they're in their dream home in St. Lucia.
I think the words, I'm big on words, if you haven't already told. The idea of claiming victim mentality, I think is interesting, because I don't often know that people are given the option and the realization that they don't have to be victims. We kind of born. If you're born into a victim mentality, then I don't need to claim it. You know, I mean, if you're born into wealth, you haven't really got to claim it. If you're born into poverty, you don't have to claim it, but you do have to accept it. So now it's do I actually accept or reject the idea that just because this is my reality doesn't mean it needs to be my future, and then you start to move inside it. So yeah, around me, we come from a different income situation. We don't live in the greatest place, but I'm not associating with this. You know what I mean? And not to disrespect where you come from, but it's just because I see it doesn't mean it's mine. Just because I can hold it doesn't mean I created it. But what's in front of you is just a picture of the history. History is depicted in the present day, but the future is not a depiction of the past.